Hello friends, today we will try to see very basic and important concepts of gradient, divergence and curl. When we are dealing with the electromagnetic studies, the gradient, divergence and curls of electric field and magnetic field are a frequent quantities that we encounter during the studies. So let us move forward. Already we have seen this basic quantity lot of times, so it will be a quick review of this. We know what is scalar field. Scalar field is a field or a quantity which can be completely described using only magnitude and phase. Example distance. Magnitude पता है काफ़ी है. Speed कितना है पता है काफ़ी है. कौन सी दिशा में इसकी ज़रूरत नहीं है. It is called as a scalar field. Current कितना एम्पियर है. That is enough. कौन सी दिशा में बह रहा है, it is not important. Energy, electric potential, potential energy, all these quantities or fields are called as a scalar field. Second type, vector field. The quantities which can be completely described using magnitude, phase and location. That means in these field, the direction of the field is very important. Okay. Example, displacement. Velocity, a direction is very important. Force, electric field. So this is the basic difference between scalar field and vector field. Let us move forward. What is the difference between delta V by delta X and dV by dx? You must be knowing that. But this green one is the partial derivative. That is, it is giving partial differential information, whereas the dV by dx is called as complete derivative. That means in partial derivative only partial change in the quantity with respect to coordinate is given, whereas in complete derivative total changes are given. So this is very important. Delta V by delta X is a partial derivative and dV by dx is a complete derivative. Gradient of a scalar field. Scalar field already we have seen. If phi is a scalar field, we know this del operator. This del operator is indicated by del bar. It is delta by delta X I cap upon delta by delta Y j cap delta by delta Z k cap. Simply if we apply this del operator on phi, we get delta phi by delta X. Remember the I cap is just as it is, and this quantity is called as gradient. Gradient of a scalar field is a vector quantity. Vector quantity. Example, let us look at this image. In this first image, the darkness is gradiating, that is, darkness is very less at the boundaries of the square, where as we move towards the center, the darkness is increasing. That is called as a gradient. In right hand side, you can see the arrow shows that the darkness is increasing from right to left. That is, it is the gradient. It is the gradient of darkness. So these are very simple examples of the gradient of darkness. In real life, the temperature gradients are there, pressure gradients are there. That's why the clouds are moving from the seashore towards the land or from land to the seashore. So these are due to the pressure gradients. Divergence of a vector field. Here again, the del bar plays a key role, but there is a divergence, that is del bar dot V bar. So it is a scalar product. And what is the resultant? Resultant is in front of you. Since there is no I cap, j cap, k cap, you can easily see that the gradient of a vector is a scalar quantity. Sorry, divergence, here it should be a divergence of a vector is a scalar quantity. Let us see this example. This is a cube and from center the arrows are coming out on all sides. So what we can say? We can say that the field of the charge placed at the center of the cube is diverging, that is, it is coming out. So this is one of the example of the divergence. Let us move forward. Curl of a vector, as we have already seen in the SY syllabus, it is a del cross V bar. So how it is found out? It is found out using a determinant. You will feel that these are the quite basic quantities. Yes, they are basic, but they are very key. They are very important in the future studies of the electrostatics. So you know that curl of a vector is a vector quantity, and this is how it is written in the determinant form. Then after the multiplication, remember students, here we always make a mistake, so you should concentrate on these two minuses, okay. So this is the curl. What is the meaning of curl? Have you heard about the curl? When a water moves in a sink, वॉश बेसिन में जब हम हाथ धोते हैं तो वाटर एक सर्कल की तरह घूमते 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 अंदर जाता है. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज कर्ल. दैट मीन्स इट इज इन्वॉल्व, इट इज एसोसिएटेड विथ अ रोटेशनल मोशन. लेट अस सी एग्जांपल. See this first one. These, suppose this can be said as a wind direction. So this is curling, that is this is rotating around the center. On the right hand side you can see a wire, and the magnetic field is curling around the wire. So current is moving straight in the wire, and the magnetic field is curling around the wire. So these are the examples of a curl. So when we think about the gradient, divergence and curl, these are life related quantities. They are not only mathematical quantities, but they are applicable in our day-to-day life. We are going to use these in electric and magnetic field. So how the direction of the curve is given? This is simple right hand screw rule. If a current is moving along the thumb, then the curl fingers are showing the direction of the magnetic field. So this is the simple law for finding out the direction of a curl, direction of the curl of a vector. Then this is a new quantity, Laplacian operator, or it is called as del square. So this is the new thing that we are going to understand. At first sight, the Cartesian is well known to us, but the cylindrical and the spherical will appear to be tough one. So it is our next equation bank participant, this spherical coordinates, the Laplacian operator in spherical coordinates. So this will be a new member of our equation bank. So what actually these are giving? These are giving us the second order derivatives. Second order derivatives. Just don't go into the complications. Just remember this is giving second order derivatives in Cartesian coordinates. These Laplacian operators are related with a real time equations. Let us find, this is a, you can pause and you can see how the Laplacian is found out. It is just the derivative, first derivative with respect to x, then take the second derivative with respect to x, and thus we can find out total Laplacian operator. See this, da bar 2 by da by f upon da bar x square is equal to 2. This value has been placed here. So this is simple. You can pause and you can understand this easily. So how to find out the Laplacian of a function. This is Laplacian equation. Okay. If del square, already we have seen it is Laplacian operator. When this Laplacian operator operates on a function and the resultant is 0, such equation is called as Laplacian equation. Now this slide and this one are just same. Remember the right hand side has equal to 0. So del square f is equal to 0 is called as Laplacian equation. Don't go into the difficult understanding. Just first remember what is the Laplacian equation. Then Poisson's equation. If del square phi is equal to f, in Laplacian on right hand side there was 0. Here it is f, such equations is called as Poisson's equation. So very simple. You can see what we have seen in this video: curl gradient, curl divergence, Laplacian operator, Poisson equation and Laplace equation. So this will be our summary. Thank you. We will move forward in the next video. Thank you.